It's obviously really important. These preseason games are like a tryout, so just got to go out there do my best.
How do you feel that you've played over the course of these last couple games?
So far, I thought it's gone pretty well, and I thought there's a couple things I was doing well, like just keeping gaps tight and moving the puck up quick. Just staying tight, matching speeds. So I think I just got to keep on doing that kind of thing.
Do you think matching speed in that way is one of the biggest improvements that you've made in the last couple of years?
Yeah, for sure. And McGill's been pushing me to just jump up more. And that's not only for offense or whatever, but that's just matching the speeds and then gaps. So if you're right on the winger's tail, then you can't really gain speed on you. You're not going right back at him when he's building speed, right? So
what has that dynamic been like with Ryan, who's come in this year?
I think it's good. I mean, I like it. He's teaching me a lot of things right now, and I feel like I'm getting better.
And just for you, you obviously look at the numbers, you see, where there are spots available. Do you feel that you've put your best foot forward in this camp so far to really make that push for that potential 6-7 spot?
Yeah, of course, and working all summer for this, and just got to put it all on the table here for these last couple of games. So
Fabian just obviously arrived a little late at camp because of immigration issues. How do you feel that you've been able to catch up over these last couple of days?
Yeah, I mean it's been fun. It's a new opportunity for me to just get right into camp and going from there. I think I did well so far, and I just gonna keep going.
How much of what you experienced last year at the NHL level sort of helps you into going into these preseason games knowing what you have to prove and what you've offered them already?
Yeah, I mean I showed what I could last year, and it works too, so I gotta try to do the same this year.
When you come into a camp like this, do you sort of look at the lineup and say, okay, this is where I feel I can fit in? Like, is there somewhere there where you feel you can have your strongest games?
I mean, I just trying to take day for day, and just where I am in the lineup doesn't really matter for me. I just gonna do my job every day.
And for you, what do you think the biggest difference you've had in your game over the summer, the things that you've worked on that you can show here?
I'm more strong and better attitude, to take the puck to the net every shift, and I want to be hard to play against.
Do you feel stronger when you're out there against other opponents? Do things feel differently?
Yeah, I mean, I feel bigger and stronger. I don't know if I look the same, but I think so. Yeah, I mean, I feel a little bit stronger. Yeah.
Lindy, as we get down to the end here over this week, I'm wondering what you've seen from Kevin Bahl in his 2 previous games, what he needs to do to maybe keep pushing for that spot on defense.
He's played well in his 2 previous games, and I just need him to keep a high level of compete. Keep playing with an edge, keep moving the puck well, use your size, which he has. So, on different nights in these scrimmages, it depends on the opposition, but we know that his size and reach are something that is really tough in an opposition.
One of the things he said to me this morning is working with Ryan McGill, Ryan has encouraged him to jump up in the play a little bit more. Are you seeing that from him, and how maybe that can benefit his play in a different way?
Well, I think it's really important, for that to be part of his game, along with the rest of our D, that, we're stressing that fourth man be there. Even if you're not used on offense on that particular shift, your gaps will be good. And that's the part that we've been really working hard on, is if you get up ice and, something bad happens, transition to the other team coming back to our end, our gaps should be good.
What did you think, obviously, against the Rangers in New York in the final minute when they pulled for the extra attack? You kept Bahl on the ice with Marino. Were you just trying to see how he handles kind of the situations and scenarios there?
Yeah, I think it sometimes it's next man up in preseason. We've been practicing goalie out situations with every line. We did it yesterday. Purpose was is to get every line comfortable with knowing here's our trigger points, here's where we want to pressure, here's where you need to be when pucks get to different places. So along with our forwards, our D, sometimes the goalie's pulled with 3-4 minutes, and you may need to use all 6 of them.
I know early in the preseason, a couple preseason games that they played together, Lindy, you had Palat with Hughes. and tonight we'll see Sharon Govich back with Hughes, and you've switched it up here and there. How do you determine who will be that left wing alongside an elite player like Hughes? Is it just a match? Is it a gut feeling? What are you looking for?
Well, I think you're looking for a line that has some chemistry, that plays well in all three zones. But we know the offense that Jack can bring. We're looking for somebody that's going to shoot a puck with him. I think that's why we had Holtz going with him most of the preseason. But we saw last year that Mercer was a good piece there, and you don't know what's going to work until you try it. And so we're going to tinker around with a couple line changes and see if it helps other guys at the same time.
Do you have a timetable as to when like a first round of cuts might occur, or
Soon. That's the timetable. Soon.
Lindy, in a preseason game, I know there's obviously players fighting for different positions. You're working on systems. As a coach, what are you kind of trying to evaluate? Are you trying to balance both those? Are you looking more systems, maybe watch the film later on players? Like, what are you trying to see out there when you're on the bench?
We're first looking at compete. The one-on-one compete. Can you generate? Can you generate for if you're a forward, generate for your line mate? Are you making special plays that allow offensive opportunities? And then can you handle a play in your own end? That has been a big deal in the first 4 games. We passed the test in the first 3, but the first period of last game, we weren't committed to being in the right places. And then you take a look at the players on the ice and you just evaluate why they got to where they were at, and you help them understand that if you're going to be an NHL player, this is your job and you got to get your job done.
Was Plot with the other group this morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.